welcome to EasyyTarott, and in today's video, I just wanted to share with you an understanding about what a twin flame relationship is. Now, a lot of people know what a twin flame relationship is, and a lot of times, what ends up happening is a third party situation in the twin flame-ish type of relationship. Now, one thing, I mean, I don't know whether I'm going to explain it very nicely because this is just the understanding that I have received like very recently, and it struck me like a lightning bolt. I wish that I can make you understand what I understood, but if I am failing at expressing it in words, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to make another video. I would love to try a different method of speaking. Now, let's just digress for a moment and we'll come back to this topic. Watch this video till the end because you might think that I'm saying things off the topic, but it's not the case. A century ago, what romantic relationship meant was simple. A man and a woman are young and they are married, and it's like loyalty is something where one person is loyal to another person for their entire life. A century afterwards, that is today, the scene is different. Now loyalty is not about one person or loving relationship. The rules, societal rules of loving relationship is all about, have one partner and be loyal to them, and you know for that time being, till the time that you are in a relationship with that person. It's like one relationship at a time type of a trend that we are following right now. And there's nothing bad, there's nothing wrong, but hear me out. I believe in the future, which is a century afterwards, fast forward to the future, the relationship pattern will be completely different. How? Well, double dating would be green flags. You know what I mean? Uh, like me, for example, I would have like five boyfriends right now, and my boyfriend would have like five to six girlfriends, and we both would be still in love with each other. So in this scenario, having sex with another person apart from your partner is not a crime or not a red flag in the scenario at all. Like you know what I mean, right? I hope you do, because I'm talking, for example, just imagine if someone could time travel to a century ago, okay, in the past, 100 years before now. And if we like say that I time traveled and then I tell them about the dating relationships that we have here, like I'll tell them my experience, like I've had a boyfriend, it didn't work out, we broke up, and then they would gasp. They would be like shocked and they would not allow me in their community. That would be so they would be like outcasting me, think that I'm weird and it is not right, it is rude, etc. Because that's not the norm. Um, that's not the societal rule in that era. So societal rule completely differs from time to time, and that's what twin flame relationships are. It is something that is beyond time and space, literally beyond time and space. So even if you are in a long distance relationship, the love that you feel for your twin flame does not change, even if space wise, and even if like you are in a relationship with them or anything like that, and then there's a third party situation involved, you know that doesn't change your love towards that person. That does not change your love towards that person. And then there's this knowing in your soul. Okay, your soul is very much understanding about. I apologize for that. But yeah, our soul is quite understanding about what's happening. We are like, so what if they were in a relationship with other person? That's okay. It doesn't matter. And in another case, in my case, I'd say, like, when I was in separation with my twin, with the person I believe is my twin. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Okay. I'm just afraid of being wrong about this situation. But yeah, what ended up happening was, after being in the separation for like 6 months, I was in relationship with another person, and I felt like sharing about this relationship with him again, with my twin again. I felt like telling my twin, hey, you know what, I'm in love, I'm going out with this person, etc., etc. And the feeling was genuine, the feeling was natural, the feeling was like best friendish type of an energy. But obviously our ego wouldn't allow it, and that's why I didn't do that. But you know what I mean, right? It's like a best friendship type of relationship, and nobody's tying each other out. And even if there would be multiple third parties, like, um, I mean, like people wise, because even in no contact situation, there has to be someone that either I'm dating with or they are dating with, because as a human being we are social animals, we do not stop being socializing and also dating sometimes. Obviously it differs from person to person, so take what resonates, but this is true. The third party would come um, at the beginning of the union, sorry, yeah, at the beginning of the union and during the separation, but that third party is never either permanent or never something um, that I don't know what the word is, that lights up the doubt inside of our heart. And I almost feel like I should have told you my story instead of telling you this uh, thing, because now I think of one more example that I want to share with you, which is like from my life itself. And almost I feel like whenever I talk about my life, I'm not very sure whether to share this or not. I'm not a very I don't know. I've never shared about my stories, and I am telling you this thing right now. I've never even shared about my twin flame with my best friends. Obviously, they knew who this person is, but then they didn't know that I was serious about them and stuff like that, and how serious I was. I couldn't move on, and all that. Like they do not even know that. So it's not like personally my nature to share things with anyone. I thoroughly believe that secrets are real. We can keep secrets. We can, you know, I don't know. I've been bottling up all of the things in my heart and my head all the time, and that's how I function. That's how I am. That's how I have been living in the whole life. And right now, if you feel that I'm like, maybe you can see, maybe sorry, you can hear in my voice how I'm feeling right now. Anyway, so I'm just not sure whether I will be sharing this video, and if I will be sharing, whether I will be keeping it for a long time or I'll be deleting it very quickly, because I'm not very comfortable with this thing. But this is also something that I have in my head, and I feel like sharing it with you. So I cannot, like, whenever it comes to psychic messages or anything, like right now whatever I'm doing is following the psychic messages my angels are telling me. And the message that I received was, obviously, this whole topic about twin flame relationships are beyond time and space, and and the messages are still like, I'm just imagine I'm just sorry, um, having these images of these messages of my experience with my partner. So I have to let you know this, because I know my angels want me to do this. Okay. So whenever I'm going to ramble a little bit more. Whenever it comes to my wishes versus my angel's wishes, I've kind of surrendered into angel's wishes a lot of times. Sometimes it's just hard, and that's it. Okay. Anyways, right. Let's get back to the example thing in my life. So what happened in my life was, I was in a relationship, in a fling relationship with someone, okay? And it was not supposed to be, we were not supposed to have feelings for each other. We were just there on a temporary basis. We would chat very, very, very less often. It was an online relationship because we were long distance. Okay, we didn't live in the same country, so we had to talk, we had to only one medium of chatting with each other, and that's online. And that was also not something, you know, not very often. If we meet, we meet. If we not, we do not. That type of a relationship. And a lot of times I believe that they might not be my twin because for them it started as, I believe so. Maybe this is my, head. We never know. Um, Maybe they always thought of me as a fling and never like shifted their perception about me ever. But I did. After some point of time, I was like, no, I want to pursue a romantic relationship with them. I want to get to know them a little more. I want to talk to them. I want to, you know, have have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. I just feel like doing this, and that kind of wouldn't go anywhere. But after some time, I realized that that person is not someone who he says he is. He's a completely different kind of a person. I figured out that he has a girlfriend in his life, and I'm a little hurt, a little taken aback. And I was basically more hurt about the fact that they didn't tell me about their real life, what's going on in their life. Obviously nobody would tell us that they are in a relationship already. They are just you know double dating without you knowing or something. I don't think any double daters would ever say it to any girl or a guy or anyone. I don't know. But what I was expecting was at least like I was in that zone, right? I wanted to talk, I wanted to have deeper heart to heart conversation, and this person didn't even wanted to tell the basics about himself, and that hurt me a lot. And what hurt me a little bit more, in fact, I would like to tell you what triggered me was him having a girlfriend, but that just didn't stop me from wanting to be with him. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, my soul, my something in my heart, I don't know where that part was coming from, but something in my heart was like, you know what, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It feels right. They are right. I am right. We are right. You know what I mean? And um, I was like, you know what? I couldn't care about whether they have a girlfriend or not. All I cared about was, do you love me? Do you, like, is there any feelings you have for me, or am I thinking too much? And I wanted him to tell me. I didn't wanted to assume anything. I didn't wanted any indirect answers. I want his words and no actions. I want no actions in this case. I just want clarity. I want to know. And if he doesn't, then it's fine. It's not that he's doing anything wrong, but now is the time that you tell me that if you do not, you know what I mean. um and I asked, I you know what I mean, right? Like, I asked him the question. He didn't answer right away. He was like, you know not now. He said that, and I obviously, we all know, I'm like, I don't know. This is the um, rejection tactics at least job interviewers use. They do not say that they don't want to hire you. They just say that, oh, you know what, we'll call you back. So that's the rejection tactics. Sometimes they, of course, they call us back, and other times they do not. But whatever the case is, So I was like, okay, I understood he does not, and still there was something in me that just still wanted to be with him, and I didn't want it to go back. I was, go back to my um, go back to being single or something. I don't know, because I was technically in my home. We didn't meet anywhere or something, but still, just just the thing is, it felt right. And so at the end of the day, there was a breakup and stuff. What am I saying? Yeah. So the main thing I wanted to share with you was, I mean, there's something more that, but then it's just hurting me a little to even remember that. I'm not going to share that with you right now. So, but yeah, this is all you need to know right now, is that even though there was someone else, my heart was still like, it doesn't matter. It feels right. And I also want to share with you something. I told you earlier, right, that this third person triggered me. And like, technically I was the third person because they were in a relationship before me, and they were in a real legit relationship. I was just a playing type of a person in his life. So I guess I just suddenly remembered the TikTok where this is a joke kind of TikTok. The girl prays to the God, saying, God, just uh, vanish all of his side chicks from his life. And the next clip is, boom, she's vanished from the screen. So it's like God vanished her, which is like she was the side chick. So I guess, oh shit, it hurts so bad. I'm laughing is my mechanism. Oh my god, coping mechanism. Some people have that, so some of you might understand what I'm doing right now. Others of you wouldn't. So those of you who don't understand what I'm doing, why am I laughing? Why is it ironic? It's ironic. It's not like funny in a way, but yeah. Anyway, but yes, the third person did trigger me, okay? And that triggering is for good. But the triggering topic is for another video, because I'll be confusing the shit out of you right now if I would say all the topics together. And any which ways, this video is a little bit like more of a ranting than of a to the point type of video. So I think I have already confused you a little bit. Uh, I feel sorry for you anyway. So where was I? Yeah, so it's like it's beyond time and space. It doesn't matter in future. It wouldn't ever matter in future. Like, two people would be married to each other and still have affairs, and yet that would be a green flag. Only thing that would be a red flag could be, you know hurting others or something like that. you know you're having a girlfriend over, fine, no problem, etc. So it's like, I know you love me. It's you know even if you love them too, it doesn't matter, that type of a feeling. And this is something that our ego couldn't understand right now, because we are heavily, like, our mind, our logic cannot understand it right now, because we are heavily influenced, and we have this pattern in our head saying to us, hey, this is wrong. One person should only date one person, not two people. That's wrong, that's bad, that's a red flag and stuff. We have been learning this since our childhood and stuff. And trust me, there's still the messages about D1. Who is your D1? Who is your one true love? But then there are these seven, that we end up dating. Like when we go out on date, we have for example three exes and one person that we end up getting married. So like everyone are quite important in our life. Everyone brings us something. Thank you, next message from Ariana Grande. It's like it's not that anyone is a bad thing just because a relationship ended. It's not, it suddenly doesn't make it wrong or bad. What Why we think this is because of our parents and our grandparents idea of one true love, because that existed then, during our grandparents period it existed. Or you know what I mean, in our parents period, like once you marry someone, you are in love with them for the rest of your life. That's what is true for them. That's okay. What is true for us and what is true for others is it's can be different, and it's okay. What is true for us right now, what we think is a red flag is double dating, or when you are having a marriage, having sex with another person. It's wrong. It's a red flag, and in future it would be a complete green flag. That's okay. Difference happens, and that's why this message was really significant and crucial. I don't think anyone might have said about this thing, because I do not completely believe in twin flame-ish relationship, to be very honest. And when I'm saying all these things, I have 100% faith in what I'm telling you concept wise, but I have zero faith in what I'm saying or claiming, who I'm claiming to be my twin flame, because it could be, it couldn't be as well. Um, but yeah, that's why we can be in love with them, and we are in love with them. Sometimes we have to learn to stop resisting ourselves and trust our soul. Our soul is something who understands something beyond beyond this world, beyond today, beyond our pattern in our head, and we just have to go with it. We just have to trust that. Um, yes, obviously it's difficult at times. It's not like difficult. It's easy. Okay. Um, it is actually easy if you're not believing in what I'm saying right now. It is. Trust me, it is. Just the thing is, it's like a dirty process. It's like going through the mud type of process. That's why we have inner child healing. And inner child healing, it's so not happy. It's not. It's so bad. It's so crushing, and it's dirty. You know what I mean? Like we have to walk the dirty path, kind of. It's like a metaphor I'm using right now. Um, as if we are walking through the slimy, dirty, muddy path to reach the end goal. And but it's completely worth it. It's like climbing the mountain. The climbing part is it wait a second. It's difficult, okay? If you are a mountain climber, if you love to do hiking, this is the metaphor for you. It is difficult, yes, but it is true too. It's something that is worth it. This difficulty is worth it. This difficulty is adventurous, you know. So even though we are walking through the slimy muddy path, it's still something that feels relaxing, because it is relaxing. It is cleansing. We are cleansing ourselves. We are healing ourselves. We are helping us. And that's why the process, it's beautiful. The process doesn't have to be hard. The end goal doesn't have to be difficult. It's easy. It is easy. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. It's not difficult at all. It's easy. And walking the path is, it's muddy, yes. It's emotional, yes. It's frustrating. It's sad. We feel like crying, thinking about some memories in our head. But don't we feel good while we are crying because, the boo boos come out of us? It's the Friends line that I just, um, sometimes I, watch Friends video clips on the internet, YouTube, and then there was this clip where Ross's babysitter tell him, you can crying lets out all the boo-boos. That's so funny and cute and true, and that feels good, doesn't it? Like crying when we are feeling sad. What feels bad when we're feeling sad, when we stop ourselves to cry altogether? Does that feel good, or when we do let ourselves cry, does that feel good? Of course, the latter, right? When we let ourselves cry, if we feel more relaxed in some weird reason, but it does. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I just felt like telling you. I've been depressed for like 10 years now, and more actually. And as I said earlier in the earlier part of this video, that I have always been a person who bottled up my emotions all the time. And now, for some reason, I'm like, you know what? I have to let it go. I have to say it out, and etc. It's still difficult for me, of course, as you know. In this video, it's the only we have proof. Although I let go of the emotions that I'm feeling. Whenever I think of anything, I cry a lot. If you have been depressed, you know what I'm talking about. It's like constant everyday crying. And yeah, it still feels good. There's good sleep, good nap that you feel afterwards. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, this is it, I guess. I don't know how to end this. I just feel like constantly rambling for some reason. This is it, guys. This is it. I hope it helps, and I hope I do not upload this video because it's completely messed up in a videoic sense. Bye.